In 2010, Becky gave birth to twin girls. A year later, she began having sharp abdominal pain under her rib cage in her right upper quadrant. Abdominal pain in this area often leads physicians to suspect gallbladder issues. Becky ended up going through with a cholecystectomy, a surgical procedure where the gallbladder is completely removed. Becky at first experienced some relief following the procedure. However, the pain would return even with her gallbladder now absent. In pain and frustrated, Becky continued to seek medical care. Her symptoms eventually became so severe that a feeding tube became her only way to obtain nutrition. It would be discovered that Becky was suffering from recurrent pancreatitis. How might a question related to a patient like Becky appear on the MCAT, the medical college admissions test? It might be a standalone question such as this. Enzyme control is very important. Which of the following is an example of a zymogen? A. Trypsin, B. Chymotrypsinogen, C. Pepsinase, D. Hexokinase. The answer is B. Chymotrypsinogen. Becky's enzymes in her pancreas were being prematurely activated, causing inflammation and pain. One of these enzymes might have been chymotrypsinogen. You would identify this as the correct answer choice because of the OGEN ending. The OGEN ending on an enzyme indicates that the enzyme is inactive, since when it appears in its active form, the OGEN ending is dropped, as in trypsinogen being cleaved and activated to become trypsin, or chymotrypsinogen being cleaved to become chymotrypsin. Trypsinogen and chymotrypsinogen are two major pancreatic zymogens that digest protein. If they are activated while still in the pancreas, the tissue of the pancreas experiences inflammation and can actually begin to be digested by these enzymes, which would certainly justify Becky's pain. These enzymes are meant to remain in their OGEN inactive form as zymogens until they leave the pancreas via the pancreatic duct and are safely in the small intestine or duodenum, where the lining and environment are safe for zymogens to convert to their active form. Once Becky was diagnosed with chronic pancreatitis, her team of doctors decided on the radical treatment of removing her entire pancreas and then isolating some of her key pancreatic functional cells and putting these cells back into her body by attaching them to her liver. Becky now lives a better quality of life as she raises her twins. One story, one question probably will not make or break your MCAT score, but you never know how the information here might come in clutch for your medical school journey. That is why I do these. I want you to know that you can break a 500 on the MCAT and get to 507 or maybe even 510 or higher. You can get a score in the decent percentiles. I'm not speaking to 520s out there, obviously. These are for the younger me's to tell you that if you're struggling to get a good MCAT score, that's not a reason to lose hope. It took me a little longer to figure out the MCAT, but I eventually figured out myself, most importantly, and landed a decent score and landed a spot in my medical school of choice. If you aren't convinced of your destiny as a doctor, perhaps I can help. I have worked with several pre-med students who are now med students, and some are practicing physicians, and I am more proud of them than my own short-lived medical career. I'm the ugly doctor. My story isn't pretty, but I'm here to tell it so that yours turns out better. See you next time.